Right now, someone just lost their job to AI. Someone else just pivoted their entire career in 48 hours and landed their dream role. Someone's drowning in endless change while their neighbor is riding the waves to success. The difference isn't luck, it's a skill you can learn in the next 12 minutes. What if I told you that 2025's biggest challenges are actually your greatest opportunities for growth? Welcome to 2025, where change isn't coming, it's here, and it's accelerating. While others are frozen by uncertainty, you're about to discover the exact blueprint that high performers use to not just survive disruption, but to thrive because of it. We're going to show you 5 battle-tested resilience strategies that will transform how you handle anything life throws at you. But first, let's share a story that changes everything. In 1914, Ernest Shackleton's ship, Endurance, became trapped in Antarctic ice. For nearly 2 years, he and his 27-man crew faced impossible odds. No rescue was coming. Their ship was crushed. They were stranded on the world's most hostile continent. But here's what's remarkable. Not a single man died. When they finally returned to civilization, crew members described it as the most meaningful experience of their lives. How? Shackleton didn't just survive the crisis, he engineered a system that turned their greatest challenge into their defining triumph. And that same system works today, whether you're facing job uncertainty, relationship stress, health challenges, or global chaos. The secret isn't avoiding storms, it's becoming someone who dances in the rain. First, let's flip your entire mindset about challenges. Most people aim for resilience, bouncing back to where they were, but that's thinking small. What if instead of just recovering from setbacks, you got stronger because of them? This is called antifragility, and it's your competitive advantage in 2025. Every time something goes wrong this week, ask yourself 3 questions. What skill is this situation forcing me to develop? What opportunity is hidden in this disruption? And how can I emerge from this better than before? Take Sarah, a marketing manager whose entire department was eliminated last month. Instead of panicking, she used our anti-fragility framework. She realized the layoff was forcing her to develop skills she'd been postponing: data analysis and AI tools. 6 weeks later, she landed a role with 40% higher pay because she'd become irreplaceable. Your action step: write down your current biggest challenge. Underneath it, write, "This is training me to become," and then complete that sentence. That's your anti-fragility map. Here's what most people get wrong about stress. They try to eliminate it, but stress is like a muscle. Use it right and it makes you stronger. Avoid it completely and you become fragile. The military has known this for decades. They don't protect soldiers from stress, they inoculate them with controlled doses so they perform under pressure. Your stress inoculation protocol will be as follows. Week 1, take 1 small risk daily. Have that difficult conversation. Try a new approach at work. Order something different at your usual restaurant. On week 2, increase the stakes slightly. Apply for a stretch role. Start that side project. Join a community outside your comfort zone. In week 3, embrace bigger uncertainties. Travel somewhere new alone. Take on a project with unclear outcomes. Have the money conversation you've been avoiding. Each controlled exposure builds your tolerance for uncertainty. By month 3, you'll handle major disruptions like a calm professional while others panic. Remember, controlled stress today prevents overwhelming chaos tomorrow. Resilience isn't a solo sport. The most successful people in 2025 understand that your network is your net worth, not just financially, but emotionally and strategically. But here's the mistake everyone makes. They build networks when they need them. By then, it's too late. What we need is a 5-touch network strategy. Every week, we need to make 5 meaningful touches within our networks. 1, reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in months. 1 introduction connecting 2 people who should know each other. 1 value add message sharing a resource or opportunity. 1 gratitude note acknowledging someone's impact on you. And 1 new connection with someone in an adjacent field. But here's the advanced move. Build your stress sharing network. These are 3 to 5 people who you check in with monthly, not just when crisis hits. They become your early warning system and your support council. Mike, a startup founder, credits his stress sharing network with preventing 2 potential burnouts and helping him navigate 3 major pivots. They see patterns in my stress that I miss, he said. They're like emotional radar. Resilient people don't experience less stress, they recover from it faster. While others need weeks to bounce back from setbacks, high performers have systems that restore them in hours or days. You need a 24-hour recovery protocol. In hour 1, this is the release ritual. Don't suppress the emotions, feel them fully for exactly 20 minutes. Scream in your car, cry in the shower, punch a pillow, set a timer. When it goes off, you're done with the emotional reaction phase. Hours 2 through 4 are your reset process. Do something that reconnects you to your baseline. Exercise, meditate, call someone who makes you laugh, or engage in a creative activity. This isn't distraction, it's intentional restoration. In hours 8 through 24, this is your reframe workshop. Ask yourself, if I were telling this story 5 years from now as a success story, what would be the turning point? Write that story. You're not lying to yourself. You're programming your unconscious mind to find the path forward. This system works because it honors your humanity while maintaining your momentum. You process the pain without being paralyzed by it. The final strategy is the most powerful, decision-making from your future self's perspective. When facing uncertainty, most people ask, what should I do? The better question is, what would the person I'm becoming do? This is more of a future self decision framework. Before any major decision, spend 10 minutes visualizing yourself 5 years from now, having achieved your most important goals. See that person clearly, how they think, how they handle pressure, what they prioritize. Now ask that version of yourself, what advice would you give me about this situation? Again, this isn't wishful thinking. It's accessing your own wisdom from a perspective unclouded by current fears and limitations. Jennifer used this technique when deciding whether to leave her corporate job to start a consulting business. Present Jennifer was terrified of the risk. Future Jennifer reminded her that regret from not trying would be worse than any temporary financial discomfort. 18 months later, she's earning twice her corporate salary and has complete time freedom. Your future self already knows the answers. You just need to ask. Now here's how these 5 strategies work together to create unshakable resilience. The Antifragility Principle changes your relationship with problems. They become opportunities for growth. The stress inoculation builds your capacity to handle whatever comes. The network effect gives you support and early warning systems. The rapid recovery keeps setbacks from becoming spirals. And the future self compass ensures every decision moves you towards who you're becoming. Together, they create what's called resilience momentum, where each challenge you overcome makes you more capable of handling the next one. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's your immediate next step. Pick one strategy that resonates most with you right now. Don't try to implement all 5. That's a recipe for overwhelm. Master one first. If you're facing a current challenge, maybe start with anti-fragility. Ask yourself what this situation is training you to become. If you're between challenges, begin stress inoculation. Take one small risk today. If you're feeling isolated, activate the network effect. Make one meaningful connection this week. And here's the most important part. Track your progress. Resilience builds through deliberate practice, and practice requires measurement. 2025 will be remembered as the year everything changed. But for us, it'll be remembered as the year we learned to change with it. Not just surviving the storm, but using it to become someone extraordinary. Remember Shackleton's crew. They didn't just endure their impossible situation. They were transformed by it. That same transformation is available to you starting today. The world needs people who can thrive in uncertainty, who can find opportunity in chaos, who can lead when others freeze. The world needs resilient humans. And now you know exactly how to become one. The question isn't whether you can handle what's coming, it's who you'll become in the process of rising to meet it. Welcome to your resilient future. It starts now. As always, thank you so much for spending time with us today. And until next time, breathe deeply, live fully, and thrive.